I'm not a Grinch, I'm not a Scrooge. But I do think there is something to be said for stepping back to examine how consumerism has kind of taken over Christmas. Hello, today I am here to share an unpopular opinion about Christmas gifts and why my kids don't receive very many from us. But before you peg me as some type of Scrooge, please just hear me out. I pour my heart and my soul into my children all year long, teaching them how to be good, kind, respectful, thoughtful human beings. So I can't justify putting those values aside for the one time of year when society tells me that I should spoil my kids with ridiculously expensive gifts that, one, become obsolete when the new hottest toy comes out, and two, gets thrown into a pile of crap in the basement in our toy room that my kids forget about a week after they've opened it. Now, I'll be honest, I have not always been of the minimalistic mindset when it comes to gifts for my kids. In fact, there was a time not that long ago where I would have given anything, the sweater off of my back, the undies on my bum, the shoes on my feet. Okay, maybe not the undies on my bum. That would be weird. I would have given anything to have an array of beautifully wrapped presents of varying sizes under my tree for my kids to open. That was a time when my bank account was negative, we didn't know where our next meal was coming from, and you know what they say, you always want what you can't have. That same exact time in my life where I didn't know how we were going to ever bring our bank account out of the negative was also the time where I forced myself to step back and really re-examine what I wanted Christmas to mean for not just myself, but for my husband and my kids. Because at that time, we had to make Christmas mean more than just presents because we couldn't afford presents. So I am grateful for that time in my life because it taught me so much. It taught me that no matter where life takes us, there is no gift that can ever replace that warm, fuzzy feeling that I get from being able to snuggle up safely with my kids and make memories with them. It taught me that watching my kids mindlessly tear through a bunch of gifts without pausing to be grateful for the person who bought them that gift and without being appreciative of the fact that somebody's hard-earned money went into buying a present for them is not the experience of Christmas that I want for my children. It also taught me that my kids are not going to give a flying F about the LOL doll that they didn't receive for Christmas when they are adults and they're sitting around with their own families reminiscing about their childhood Christmas. But what they will remember are the memories that we make together. Decorating the tree, dancing around to music in our pajamas, snuggling up to watch Christmas movies, watching mommy get stressed out, baking because I have a type A personality. They are going to remember how we made them feel and how we made other people feel during the holiday season. They are not going to remember what toy was the hottest in 2020, I can assure you of that. They will remember the books and the stories that we shared together snuggled up in bed that maybe someday they will snuggle up with their own kids and read to and share with them as well. Now, just because we do keep it really minimal with gifts does not mean that they don't get anything at all. I'm not a Grinch, I'm not a Scrooge. But we also like to keep it very practical by sticking to the method of buying something that each child wants, something that they need, something that they can wear, and something that they can read. This way, each kiddo receives the same number of gifts. They all kind of receive similar gifts, which also means there's not going to be sibling fighting over gifts, which we love that for us. We also don't go cuckoo bananas Oprah Winfrey Christmas giveaway with our stockings either. I like to put no more than 3 items in the kids' stockings, maybe like a new water bottle or a new pair of socks or undies if they need that, a new craft supply, and a voucher for an experience. That's better when we're not in the middle of a pandemic, but you get the idea. I'm not saying our way of doing Christmas is the right way to do Christmas. To each their own, to each family their own. You've got to find what works for your family and what makes you feel the most fulfilled. But I do think there is something to be said for stepping back to examine how consumerism has kind of taken over Christmas. There's something really, really gratifying about throwing in the materialism towel and just stepping back and getting back to the basics of the holiday season. Time together, serving others, making memories, telling stories, and being grateful no matter what is or what is not wrapped up under the Christmas tree. From my family to yours, we are wishing you the absolute best this holiday season. Merry Christmas, my friends.